Welcome to an eye-opening journey where we uncover 11 wasp tricks pest control companies don't want you to know. While wasps are living creatures that play a necessary role in our ecosystem, they can quickly turn our peaceful outdoor sanctuaries into stressful, dangerous zones. Instead of relying on expensive exterminators and harsh synthetic chemicals, we are diving into brilliant, forgotten secrets that will help you reclaim your space safely, effectively, and naturally. Execute the Spring Queen Strike. The absolute most efficient intervention happens in early spring, right before colonies have the opportunity to establish themselves and exponentially multiply. Because these highly complex insect families are strictly annual in temperate climates, the survival of their entire species relies completely on solitary queens that miraculously emerge from their winter diapause. During this highly vulnerable solitary phase, these queens must independently forage for nectar to replenish their energy, hunt for protein to feed their first generation of larvae, and harvest wood to build their nest. By strategically placing sweet and sour liquid traps containing water, apple cider vinegar, and sugar around your property in April or May, you can intercept these wandering founders before they ever select a nesting site. Capturing just one solitary queen directly prevents the birth of an entire colony that could otherwise aggressively swell to over 5,000 individuals by late summer. Implement micro-habitat structural defenses. These flying insects are incredibly opportunistic architects that utilize powerful mandibles to scrape exposed wood fibers, which they chew and mix with saliva to produce durable paper pulp. By treating the bare wood on your beautiful fences, pergolas, and planter boxes with natural conditioning oils, varnishes, or sealants, you effectively strip these creatures of their primary construction materials. When a queen explores your garden and discovers she cannot harvest your wood, she is evolutionarily compelled to abandon your territory entirely. Furthermore, rubbing a heavy layer of dry, unscented bar soap directly on the ceilings of wooden birdhouses and under structural eaves creates a slick, waxy barrier. This physical defense completely prevents their wet, pulpy nest stalk, known as a pedicel, from adhering to the surface, keeping your structures completely safe for nesting birds without ever introducing toxic chemical repellents into your ecosystem. Manage windfalls and resource deprivation. The abundance of easy, localized food sources acts as an irrefutable anchor for unwanted aggressive activity. Open garbage bins, exposed compost piles, and pet food left outdoors quickly condition scouting workers to establish permanent, heavily trafficked flight routes right into your yard. During the late summer, as the colony dynamics radically shift and the workers frantically crave carbohydrates, managing fallen fruit becomes absolutely critical for your safety. When overripe plums or apples fall to the ground and bake in the sun, they ferment rapidly, releasing volatile esters and ethanol that easily attract massive, highly dangerous swarms. By quickly picking ripening fruit and relentlessly clearing any windfall from the grass, you cleanly eliminate their primary olfactory attractant. Keeping trash tightly sealed and covering your outdoor food stops them from ever habituating to your beautiful outdoor living space, naturally driving them away to forage elsewhere. Mask attractive visual and olfactory markers. These winged hunters perceive our beautiful world through a highly complex integration of visual and olfactory cues. Visually, they are deeply drawn to bright, vibrant colors that closely resemble high-yield blooming flowers. Wearing bright floral patterns or decorating your patio with intensely colored cushions unintentionally triggers their natural foraging instincts, inviting them closer. Opting for neutral, muted tones such as whites, beiges, and pale greens dramatically reduces the likelihood of them investigating your physical presence. Olfactorily, they are incredibly sensitive to chemical compounds that signal sweet nectar or metabolic activity. Strong perfumes, floral lotions, and even the natural lactic acid present in human sweat act as powerful beacons. Minimizing artificial fragrances when outdoors and showering immediately after heavy yard work beautifully masks your presence, ensuring you remain practically invisible to scouting workers seeking their next meal. Cultivate natural botanical repellent barricades. While these insects desperately love sweet nectar, they demonstrate a profound evolutionary hatred for plants rich in harsh, volatile essential oils. Cultivating specific botanical species forms a brilliant organic olfactory blockade around your most cherished seeding areas. Planting peppermint, wormwood, and citronella heavily around your deck completely overloads their highly sensitive chemoreceptors. These beautiful plants naturally release continuous streams of phytochemicals that easily mask the attractive scents of your outdoor meals. Scented geraniums and lovely marigolds act as vertical olfactory barriers, directly irritating their antennae and effectively blinding them to spatial navigation. By organically integrating these beautiful plants into your landscape, you naturally suppress their unwanted activity while immensely enhancing the visual charm and aromatic beauty of your living garden without spending a dime on exterminators. Deploy concentrated essential liquid barriers. While planting flora establishes a lovely passive defense, deploying an active concentrated liquid barrier yields stunning immediate results against aggressively scouting insects. Because their chemoreceptors are incredibly sensitive, a sudden burst of concentrated menthol easily induces acute sensory overload, completely disrupting their ability to navigate or track your food. Mixing 10 to 15 drops of pure peppermint essential oil with water and a little dish soap creates a miraculous, highly fragrant spatial repellent. The dish soap acts as an essential emulsifier, beautifully allowing the fragrant oil to stick directly to your wooden decks and structural soffits. Spraying this generously around your seating areas creates a long-lasting, invisible force field that continuously repels investigating queens, though you must never spray it directly on an active nest to avoid triggering a violent swarm. Exploit territorial instincts with decoy structures. In natural ecosystems, these creatures are intensely territorial organisms that violently compete for finite protein and carbohydrate resources. Scouting queens heavily rely on visual cues to safely avoid areas that already appear heavily claimed by rival colonies. You can brilliantly exploit this deep evolutionary avoidance behavior by hanging artificial decoy nests around your property. These simple fabric or paper structures perfectly mimic the size and gray, papery texture of mature aerial envelope. Hanging them strategically under your eaves or high in fruit trees in early spring convincingly communicates to passing queens that the territory is fully occupied. This clever illusion gently prompts the queens to relocate far away from your yard, providing a completely physical, chemical-free deterrent before they can ever establish their localized pheromone markers. Deploy systemic inside-out boric acid baits. When exclusion fails and a colony is established, turning their own natural foraging biology against them yields total demographic collapse from the inside out. Boric acid is an incredibly powerful, naturally occurring inorganic compound that acts as a very slow stomach desiccant. By mixing a tiny amount of this powder into a meat-based bait during their spring protein phase, foraging workers eagerly carry the hidden compound deep into the very heart of their nest. Because our lovely, highly beneficial honeybees strictly eat plant matter, they will completely ignore the meat, keeping your crucial pollinators perfectly safe from harm. The workers naturally regurgitate the bait to feed their growing larvae and the reproductive queen, safely and systematically eradicating the entire colony structure within a matter of days without ever spraying a single aerosol neurotoxin. Construct hydromechanical inverted bottle traps. Mechanical trapping is an efficient and safe method for population reduction without using poisons. By modifying a plastic beverage bottle into a funnel, insects can be lured down with sweet bait. When trapped, they instinctively fly upward toward light, but cannot escape through the narrow opening. A mixture of apple cider vinegar, fruit juice, and dish detergent creates a bee-safe trap, as the dish soap removes surface tension, causing insects to sink immediately upon contact, thereby protecting your yard. Execute the soapy water surfactant strike. For nests near children's playgrounds or busy garden doorways, using highly concentrated soapy water is a safer alternative to toxic pyrethroids. This method avoids poisoning the soil and harming local wildlife. Insects breathe through spiracles, and while high surface tension usually prevents drowning, soapy water compromises this barrier. Drenching the nest floods their pores, suffocating them on contact, causing them to fall without releasing alarm pheromones or triggering a defensive swarm, effectively neutralizing the hazard. Perform nocturnal red light physical extractions. The final protocol dictates that the approach to active nesting sites must occur exclusively at night. Interventions like using soapy water or a vacuum are safe only when temperatures drop and colony members rest. A standard white flashlight simulates daytime, provoking defenders. However, red-filtered flashlights do not disturb the colony, as they are blind to red light, enabling safe illumination. This allows for the execution of extractions without the resting colony noticing any disturbances, ensuring a stealthy and effective intervention. Embracing these forgotten, deeply natural methods restores profound harmony and lasting safety. Which of these brilliant deterrent strategies are you most excited to try this beautiful season? Leave a comment below and make sure to hit that like and subscribe.